Hi, I'm Chris Johnston from Work Visa Lawyers. Happy Lunar New Year. This is our first news video for 2023, and it's the February news video. We are one of Australia's largest immigration law firms and have a team of immigration professionals and registered migration agents who can help you. Work Visa Lawyers is proud to be a multilingual company with lawyers and agents who can speak Mandarin, Vietnamese, Punjabi, Portuguese, and Tagalog. We would like to thank our clients for all their positive feedback. If you'd like to help us to help you, please hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of our news videos. In today's video, we'll talk about the latest immigration news for February 2023. The federal government has given out 35,189 invitations in December. This is the biggest round on record for Australian immigration. This is causing many ripple effects across the migration system. The skills assessment bodies are now getting clogged up with new applications as everyone rushes to put in a skills assessment to try to take advantage of these new opportunities. Another example is that many of the states are trying to come up with more attractive criteria because of all the 189 visas that are providing competition. Queensland has adjusted their policies and are now prioritising skilled workers living and working in Queensland. Those who meet the requirement should get ready for an application. More details are in the article below. The final allocations for South Australia are for GSM, subclass 491 and 190, 8,000 places. For Business Innovation and Investment Program, 70 places. There is no more business visa allocations to the states and territories as of the announcement in December. It's clear that the new government is focusing on skilled migration and that business visas are on the back burner. The ACT has received 4,050 nomination places equally distributed across the 491 and 190. Only 10 places have been given to the Business and Investor Program. This is a significant uplift in nomination places compared to the previous years for the 190 and 491. Western Australia is one of the high-performing states at the moment. There were over 5,000 invitations in December for skilled migrants from Western Australia. The state has seen a successful year so far with easier requirements and more generous invitations. To date, a total of 16,085 invitations have been sent out for migrants, both onshore and offshore, for Western Australia. One of the reasons for the increased numbers is that the 491 visa does not now require a job offer or a job contract. The Western Australian government will have an invitation round every month. The invitation round will occur in the first week of every month. This allows adequate time for processing of the large number of applications. I feel like every time I meet with a client and they want to know about their best state nomination options, I end up talking about Western Australia. This is because the Western Australian criteria is often lower than the other states. We'll be making a separate video to discuss the WA state nomination requirements in detail. From the 19th of January 2022 to the 30th of June 2023, working holiday makers in any sector anywhere in Australia may continue to work for the same employer or organisation for longer than the 6 months without requesting a permission. Backlog status update. The new government was left with almost 1 million visas in the department in June 2022. Andrew Giles has posted on his Twitter account saying that there has been over 4 million visas processed since June 2022. The backlog is now down to 600,000 with a promise to improve this by the middle of 2023. Migration is expected to rebound to the pre-pandemic levels according to a recent report. In other general news, recently universities in Australia have backed a reset in the migration policies. It states that the current migration system is not delivering the required talent to meet the needs of the economy. This comes as the country faces a skills crisis, leading to calls for a refresh of the migration system. The government is now aiming for a more targeted approach to migration that aligns with the country's economy and needs. Good news for New Zealanders. The process of obtaining permanent residency in Australia has become easier with the elimination of the income and health checks for those who've already lodged a 189 New Zealand stream. This helps make the process a lot quicker. The change is aimed to improve the relationship between New Zealand and Australia. Overseas students are seen as a key to the migration program. International students are not only a source of revenue for universities, but also a potential source of future migrants. The fact is that many international students end up staying and becoming permanent residents. Now the government is recognising that these students bring wealth of knowledge, skills and cultural diversity to Australia. We hope that international students may be given more PA pathways when the reviews to migration program are announced later this year. Labor is being urged to boost regional migration. The Pacific worker families are expected to join their main applicants in 2023-2024 under a new scheme. There are calls for an increase in skilled migration cap and for early learning pathways to be added to universities for free. A former official has stated that Australia is on track for a migration boom in 2023, with arrivals exceeding Treasury forecasts. Breaking news. Changes to professional year for the GSM points. The professional year is not required to be commenced within 48 months immediately before the time of invitation to apply anymore. This will allow people to use professional years which are older. The new Ministerial Direction number 99 will commence on the 3rd of March 2023. Direction number 99 provides the considerations in relation to Section 501 cancellations and revocations. The new Direction number 99 has increased the weight to be given to the nature of the ties to Australia and time spent in Australia. The direction will hopefully avoid shameful practices of deporting non-citizens that have grown up in Australia and then committed a crime in Australia. The Global Talent Officers were created to promote the Global Talent Visa. They are now transforming to a new Global Talent Attraction Officer role to focus on skilled visas. If you think this sounds confusing, that's because it is. From February the 6th, 2023, the cap on priority processing services will be increased from 25 a day to 55 places a day. The priority processing is available for general and professional occupations and eligible applications assessed in 10 business days. The normal processing time for Vetassess is now up to about 5 months. This can cause applicants to miss out on the peak period of skilled visa program. Please be aware that the 55 priority processing places can be taken very quickly as soon as the portal opens. So what does this really mean? The practical effect is that at 9 o'clock, the portal opens and within seconds or minutes, all 55 priority processing places are taken and then there won't be any more for that day. So unfortunately, Vetassess is not able to offer priority processing to everyone anymore who's willing to pay for it. This is one of the effects of the massive invitation round for the 189 visa in December 2022. As mentioned before, there is a huge backlog on the contributory parent visa. It is estimated that the contributory parent visa will be queued and will be likely to take at least 12 years to be released for final processing. This is even though Labor significantly increased the number of visas that were being processed for the contributory parent visa. New parent and age parent visa applications that are lodged in the next few months are likely to be queued and take approximately 29 years for final processing. I'm sorry to say that the processing time for parent visas are getting ridiculous and that there is need for reforms in this area. So that's it for today's video about February 2023 news. We look forward to bringing you more positive news in March and April. Please subscribe to our channel to get all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.